images, lists, and tables. Links, images, lists, and tables. Okay, so I will also try as much as possible to go very slow because it's a whole lot so that we can digest it. Okay, why does it matter? Right. So why do we need to add links and images? Right. So the main point here that we'll be considering is that a page with no links or image is a dead end. So it's just everything will just look somehow. Okay, so links are what makes the web a web, right? So you'll be able to navigate from one place to another, from one point to another. That is what makes it interesting. That's what makes it a web. If you are following, let me know. Um, hope you are following, Sha.
Yes, sir.
Someone.
Yes, we are following, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So links is what makes a web a web. Right. So without um anchor tags, pages can't connect to each other. Right. So by the end of this class today now, so we'll be able to create something nice, something unique, so that you can also put in your creativity. Right. So you should be able to create a recipe web, a profile web that tells us about you, background, education, contact me, and all that and all that. So also images and all alt text. This alt means alternative text, right? So are often a learner's first real rush brush, right? So with accessibility. So you remember in our last class, I mentioned that while building our website, we need to also put into consideration how the site can be useful for people that can't see very well and or has one or two visual impairments, right? So is one of the things that we also build into application. Okay, so and also lists and tables are everywhere in real interfaces. So if you look at so many websites, you will see different lists and tables. Right? So you see navigation menus, price pages, schedule, and all that and all that. So this is why it matters. So let's go straight to the concept itself. Okay, the links and navigation. The links and navigation. So you see, you remember we spoke about some tags right, in our last class. Okay, so we have this first one, which is our anchor tag. Let me use a pen here. Anchor tag, right? So this anchor tag now, right, is a self-closing um, um, is a tag that you can use to create links. Okay, you will see the way it is defined here. This is the opening tag, right? So this is the closing tag. Then you will now put the text, the link text in between. Okay, so the idea is that as much as this thing is showing on your web page, if someone click on that link, you should take them directly to the link. Then how can you now attach the link? In the opening tag, you will now put href, this href. So you put it inside your opening tag. Okay. So once you define href, then you um, put your link in double quotes. You see this double quotes here. So you put your link in between. That's where you have this dot dot dot, right? For example, let's say your URL is https forward slash slash example.com, right? So you put all these things that you can see here, right? So you put it inside this place, right? So once you once someone just click that particular point, it will take them to um, that URL. Also, you can also use this anchor tag, right, to link one or two HTML files together. Let's say, for example, you have index.html, then you have another about.html, right? So you can use this anchor tag, right, to reference this HTML, right? So it points to this one will point you to another files in your project, right? So and um and you can easily move them through it, right? So now we'll talk about a particular um attribute of anchor tag, so which is targets. So after this href, um let me remove some of these things that we have here. um Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so this is the one I want to remove. Yeah, so inside this let me use this pointer. Yeah, so inside this href, sorry, inside this anchor tag, inside this opening anchor tag, after href, you just put space after this double column and put target is equal to underscore blank. What this means is that if you put this inside this anchor tag, once you click this link, it will open a fresh page. It will open a new tab, right, in your browser. Okay. So let's say, for instance, now you build a site where people can add items to their carts. Right. So once they add items to their cart and they want to check out, you want that checkout to open in a fresh page. So that's where you now use this target underscore blank. Okay, but you need to use this thing carefully so that all your anchor tags will not be opening plenty tabs, and then everything will just be messy up and down. Okay, so now we'll talk about the usefulness of this hash button, right? So for example too, you can also use this tag to move in between sections on your page. Let's say you have a page, right? So and in your page you have um about, then below it you have about us, then below it you have contact us, then below it you have our sermons and all that, right? So you can give each of those parts, you can give them a section ID, right? So once you define the section ID as ID is equals to contact, then um you can easily link to that section using href is equals to hash contact. Don't worry, we'll demonstrate all these things so that you'll be able to um understand it. So before moving to images, okay, let's demonstrate this anchor tag. Okay, be sure that you are following. Okay, all right. So okay,
Sir, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, sorry, please give me 1 minute. I'm trying to check something. Okay? Um, this guy's not sure because of something. But can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can hear you, sir. We can hear you.
All right. So I'm trying to wait. Which one am I displaying as? What's that? The scene is not. Uh, okay. Uh, Please give me 1 minute.
We can't see your screen again. No.
Yeah. Give me 1 minute. I'm trying to sort out some things. Like,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
please let me know if you can see my screen now. Can you hear me? Can you see my screen?
We can see the screen, sir.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to define the anchor tag. So I define 4 anchor tags here. Okay. I have home, I have about us, I have contact us, then I have Google. Okay. Let's say um let's say this is our first section. Then we have all this inside this section. Please be following me, and if you have any question, let me know. Okay. So let's say we have this inside this first section. Okay, let me give it plenty paragraph. Okay, so this first section now, I want to give it an idea of about us. Excuse me. About us. Okay. Then this other section now, I want to give it. Excuse me. I can minimize this so that to look endless. Then this other part now, so I want to give it this section of then with an idea of the contact us. Sorry, ID is equals to contacts. So let's change this to contact us. So then we have this. Let's put it inside. Yeah. Are you still following? So I'm just trying to prepare a template so that we can use it for explanation. Okay. Okay, so I can start linking them now one by one. Then home. So I can say that for home, href, most of the time, this is what you do. Href is equals to just hash, meaning that it will return back to the first page, which is the home itself, right? Then this about us now, can give it an href of this ID now, right? So we'll now put it as hash about underscore us. Then this contact us now, okay, we will give it an href of hash, because you are targeting it with an ID, right? Contacts underscore us. So let me change this to a small letter because ideally it's not supposed to. Then this Google now I want to give it an href of https colon forward slash Google google.com. Now remember what I said by target. I want this thing to open in a new page. So I give it as target is equals to underscore blank. Okay. Then let's reference this about us. Let's reference this about us. Let me put an anchor tag here. And then let me reference it to home, meaning that once I click this, I want to be able to go to our home. So I will give this one index.html. Then I'll give this one. We've done one about us. Okay, let's just do something next. And let's put it here instead. Put it as about.html. Okay, I think we are good. So this is what we are trying to say. You see that I define anchor tag, right? So for a URL, so which is www.google.com. Okay, so sorry about that. So now this is how it looks. Okay, so I have what is food. This is the contact us. We have another contact us here. Let's see. Uh, contact us. Contact us. Okay, contact us. Yes, yes, yes. And we have another contact us here. Yeah, so don't worry, it's just to test. Okay. Um, um so now if I click this home now, it will still take me back to this index.html. Then if I click about us, you remember what we did. Now it has taken me to this about.html. So meaning that I've been able to link these two files together. Okay. And how did I link it together? This is what I did. Let me give you space so that you see the difference. Now, if you look at this about us anchor, right? So I said let the href be about.html. Okay. And where is that? About.html is a file, is a standalone file itself. So then what do we have inside about.html? This is the only thing that we have, right? We have an home tag, then we have an about us tag. So inside this about us now, so I define home to be index.html, meaning that if I click on this home now, it should take me back to our previous page. Let's go and check. So this is about us, and so this is home. If I click on home, you see that it has taken me back to this previous page, right? So that's it. So now you remember this contact us is referencing this particular section. Let me add more items so that it won't show at all. Then um yeah, so I want to add more items so that it will push it down, 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 so that contact us won't show at all. What did I do? It should be more now. Okay. No. Okay. Sorry. I'm adding to contact us instead of this. I'm supposed to add to this section. Actually, I wondering that what's going on here. Yeah, so I'm supposed to add to this section. Okay. Um. Okay. So now, if you look at this my page, you can't see, this is contact us, right? You can't see it once you land. So if I now click on contact us, you are seeing that it has brought me to this contact us. It's like he jump those ones that are Honda and just bring me here, right? So and how did I achieve it? Right, so I achieve it by defining um um my href to an ID of contact us, right? Which I already define here as I section. So this section is saying that ID is equal to contact us, meaning that once I click on this anchor tag, right? So once I click on this anchor tag, it will take me directly to this section. So that's the second way by which you can use an anchor tag. Then the third way is by um, um, defining a link, right? So which we define as blank. So um let's go and check Google now. So if I click on Google, you can see that it has opened a new tab, and this is the URL www.google.com. Okay, so that's different ways by which you can use an anchor tag. All right. Any question or we can proceed? Any question or we can proceed? Do you understand? Is it clear? I can't hear us. Oh,
We are following up, sir.
okay.
We are
So the
following up.
next one is images. Yeah, thank you, sir. Images, images and lists. Images and lists. Images and lists. Okay, so for images, right? So the tag is img, but this one does not have a closing tag. It's just an opening tag, right? Okay. So now once you define it as img, right? Then you put this src means the source. What's the source of that image? Then you put it inside the double column. Then alt is the description of that image, right? So image is a self-closing tag. That is, there is no closing tag. So it's just img tag. Right? So alt text describe the image for the screen readers when images fail to load. So meaning that if you turn on your accessibility and you hover over that image, right? So it will describe what that image is based on what you put there. Right? So, and the professional tip is that do not leave a a meaningless description on that alt, and don't leave an image without alt, and the alt must be meaningful. Right? So that tells the screen reader um what the image is all about. I think someone is trying to join the call. Okay, nobody. All right, so let's let's demonstrate this before we go to lists. Um, let's let's do it on this our about page. So this is what you do. Now, your images, right? The same way you use link here, right? You can also use link for images. That's number one. Then number two, you can copy the image inside this your folder and reference it from there. So those are the two ways by which you can use image tag. So we'll define two. You can see this is the first one, then this is the second one. Um, so inside this one, so we said we'll define the source src src, then we'll now define the alternative text, right? Then we do the same for the second one. We define the src, sorry, mm, src, then we define the alt text. If you follow the last class, something happened there. I mistakenly delete uh, my closing part of the tag. Right? So that was why it threw this red error here. Right. So if you over it, so you see that there's an error. So once I put it back, that red disappears. So now let's go and source for image. Right. So we'll source for two images. The first one, so let me give you one site where you can get image. They just search for pixel.com. You can get free images here that you can download. See pixel or pixel. Yeah, this is it. Sorry, it's not this. Um, excuse me. Yeah, I'm not in robots. Anyway, let's look for images. Um, so let's save this image. So let me save it inside that folder. Just navigate through to that folder. This is it. This is it. So I'll save this one here. Um, let me save another one. Um, um, let me save this one as cat2. Okay, as cat2. Then let me copy the link of one of the cars. This one I just want to copy link address. Okay, then we are through. So this one I want to put the link here. Just no, no. This will not work. Let's see. Let's see if it will work. Though. Then this one now. So you can see that this is the first car. Then this is the second car. Then how can you reference them? Just put /. Okay. Section car.jpg. That's all. Okay. So let's see if it will show on our site. Okay, it's on our about page. You can see that the first one. Which one is this one? One is showing, one is not showing. And I think okay, so it's the first one that is showing. This one with link is not showing. I know why it's not showing. Let's get the picture from here, from this pixel.com. So let's just pick any random picture. Let's copy the link address. The reason why this is not showing is because it has already copied some other link and all here that we don't really need, right? So inside, so we now check what happens. Wait, let me check something. Oh, okay, it's not okay. I know what happened there. That's the same error that happened there. So um the link that we copied is not for that picture itself, it's for a site. That was why it's not displaying it. So let's see. Let me see. There's a way you can copy here. There's a way you can copy the link. Yeah, so copy email address. This should be able to. I think it's now. Yeah, you see it now. So this is the one with link. This is the one with on our inside our folder. So we can let's pick the second image. Okay, so let's try something. So since the two folders are since this about folder and sorry about file and all these images are in the same folder, so let's try it as cat2 2.jpg. So one of the error or one of the concern you may face is if you didn't include the extension name, either it is jpg or jpeg or whatever, right? So if you don't include this any of the two, Okay, so it won't pick it. And another thing you can do is that you come here, right click, then look for copy path. This one, copy path. Then you paste it in. Oh no, 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 all these ones are not necessary. The simplest way is just start with forward slash then you select the folder. You consider I have two folders, section one, then cartoon. So once you do that, you see. So this is my first image, this is my second image, this is my third image. So that's how to add images. Is there any question or I can proceed? Okay. So now if you want to list items, there are two ways by which you can do it. Excuse me. There are two ways by which you can do it. So let's just go straight to demonstrate it instead of going to. So now, for me to list, there are two ways of um, lists. There are two ways of using lists. There are two ways. So the first one is an ordered list, while the second one is unordered list, right? I will show you the differences now. So we have ordered and unordered. So now let's do ordered. Ordered means that uh, sorry, excuse me. So let's do ordered. So for ordered now, once you want to so you just open it and do OL. OL means ordered lists, right? So this will be the overall um tag for your list. Then you can then start defining each of the items by using LI. Okay. No, no, no. That's not what I want to do. Okay. So you will see the way it will happen now. So let's say this is item one. This is the item two. This is item three. This is item four. Item five. And item six. And item seven. Item seven. Okay, so let's go and check out this will show. You see what happened now? 1, 2, 3. So each ordered list will give it number, right? On ordered list, we just use bullet points. Let's check how the unordered list will look like now. So this is on ordered lists. So I will copy all these items instead of typing it one by one. Right, so and I will do so instead of OL, we'll do UL. Then I'll close the tag. Then inside the UL, see the way I'm putting into the overall parent is the UL. Then inside the UL, you now put each of the items by using LI. Do you understand now? So you will see you see the difference now. So this is ordered list, this is unordered list. So let's label it. Um, so let's label it. Let's use H3 to label it. Um, so this is all that lists. Then this is another list. Okay, so you see the way ordered list are items 1, 2. So it will give it number, right? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 till then on ordered list it will just be bullet points. Okay, let me reiterate, right? So let's go back to some of the things that we discussed so far. So we just refresh our brain. So we started with links and navigations. Okay, and um we spoke about tags. Please give me 1 minute.
We can't hear you again, sir.
Yes, sorry, apologies. I got a call. I'm back now. Okay, so now, um, yes, I was trying to refresh what we've done so far. So we treated tags, and we said we treated links and navigation. So and we said for navigating from one place to another, or for linking items or pages, we use the anchor tag, right? So and for that anchor tag, we said we can reference a link, right? Or we reference another HTML file, or another file from the repo, right? So and we can also define the target, whether you want it to be blank. So that blank means that it will open a fresh page, right? So that's where we started from. And one thing I want us to know is that the target is not just blank, right? So you can you can you can check the difference. So we have blank, we have parent, we have save, we have top. Okay, so you can try everything to see what they really means. But most of the times, what people use or professional uses that blank, which you open a fresh tab. Then we went to linking within a page. Right? And we said we can do that by using an ID, right? An ID that is attached to a particular section of the page. Right? So for you to do that, you put first the hash key, then you put the name of the ID inside your href, inside the anchor tag, right? So that's um, the next. And then we spoke about images, right? How that we can. Wait, sorry, we forgot to put description on our images here. Okay, this where is it again? So this alt now. Okay, we can put that is our first car. Then this one is a second car. Then this one is the a attached image, right? So which is also a car. All right, attached image with a link. So that's the just make sure you put something meaningful there. Okay, then we spoke about lists and that we can use ordered lists and then unordered lists, right? So ordered lists it will always include numbering: number one, number two, number three, number four, five, six, seven, eight, and cool. Then on other lists to just book bullet points. Okay. Um, okay, that's it. Then we'll move on to tables. Right. So I think that's the last um this thing that we use now. So now tables, okay, that if you want to draw a table, let me do something. Um, that for you to say you have a table, you have something like this. You have rows, you have rows, you have rows. I want you to follow very well because this is a bit complicated. Then you have columns. So let's say this place now, you have S serial number. Okay. Here we have name. Don't mind my this is not how my handwriting is. My handwriting is obviously finer than this. Okay. Then we have phone number. Then we have let's say address. So this is what we'll code now. So now if you look at this thing, it has how many columns now? Let me change to my pointer. So we have column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. So we have 4 columns. Then we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. Okay. Now, if you want to now create this table, you use a table parent tag. Okay, you start with table. Now you know that this is where it becomes um tricky. Now we have table header. So table header is what describes what each columns is to hold. Then we have table data. Okay, table data means okay, you have the first data here, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. So if you now want to code it out in your VS Code now, which one should we use? So let's still use this about. So you come here, you do table. Okay, so you can see that we already have opening and closing tag. Then we said we have table headers and table data. So you do table header th. Okay, then you will see the magic now. Table data. Okay, so now inside this table data, inside this table header now, we will now add table row. Table row. So now let's say you know that we have no, 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 no. I make a mistake there. No, no, yeah, sorry. Is the other way around. Okay, it's the other way around. So you define it as table row. So let's say this is row one now. So I will now say this is my row one now. Is a table header. Let me see. Started to start forgetting this. So let's say this is um, is it table header? Is it table data that I wrote? It's supposed to be table header, phone number, then supposed to be table header, not table data. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what this yeah. So you see that this is the table header now. So I have serial number, name, phone number, address, and all that. So I can now start adding my other this thing now. So let's say the first one is also another table row. So let's say so I will now put this one as table data, right? Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first one is number 1. So the second one is, what is the name? Olushayo. Then what is the phone number? Let's say plus 234. What am I? Oh, sorry. Sha wondering that what's that plus 234 800. Address Lagos. So let's copy this and then replicate this. So this one will be number 2. This one will be number 3. Let's say this one is Let's say this one is Solomon S. Okay, so let's see the way to come out. So this is it. Number 1 is Olushayo Babi, then the phone number, the address. Number 2, Olushayo Paul, the phone number, and then the address. Number 3, Solomon S, then the phone number, then the address. So that's how to define a table. I'll go over it again. So number 1, you open into table. That's the opening tag, that's the closing tag. Then you define each row. TR means table row, right? So the first row will always be header. So you use the table header TH, right, for the items. Take note of something. So whatever you use here, okay, the number of columns that you define here, 1, 2, 3, 4, should equate to the number of columns that you define going forward. But the remaining ones will be table data, TD, TD, TD. It is only this first one now that will be TH. Let's say we put TD here TH here for example. And let's see the way it will show. Let's see what will happen. You can see that it totally eliminates this one finally. Abi, where is it? So yeah, so it it boldens this item, like it is also more like an header. Did you see it now? So that's the way. So for data you use TD, then for the header itself we use TH. So that's how to define a table itself. Okay, so that's that about that. Then okay, so this is just a typical example of what we've done so far. Navigation, an image, and a list order. Okay. NAV means a nav bar, right? So you most of the times we do put all the anchor tags inside the nav bar, right? So um if I want to clean up this my code now, right? So I'll create a nav bar. Okay. So and inside this nav bar, I would I'll put all these anchor tags. Sorry. Then inside this nav bar, I'll put all these my anchor tags. Okay. So that's what that part is saying. So ideally, I'm not supposed to put so much spaces there. Just for readability, that was why. Okay. Then the section two, we explain this. Then we talk about how you can add image and the alternative text, and that is manual at a laptop. Then the unordered list, this one will just put bullet points. Okay, while the ordered list will put numbering. Okay, note that the matching ID about on the section and the ref on the link. So that pairing is what makes the internal navigation work. So why defining the ID? This is the ID of the section about. Then when you want to reference it to, you put hash then about. You need to be able to be sure that the two spellings are the same. The two spellings are the same. If they are not the same, right? So it won't make it work. Okay. Okay. So what are the major errors and trips, right, that common mistakes that beginners do make? So number one is when you put href with nothing after that hashtag, and you intend to match it to a particular page or a particular section, it will just be defaulting to the home page once you put it without anything. So even once you put this hash without anything, then also sometimes developers sometimes do put alternative text to just be image. We know that is an image. What kind of image it is? So it's important that we put it there. So you describe it as much as you can in plain English. Okay. All right. So using table to arrange a page layout. So sometimes people use pages to arrange page layout, which is not supposed to be. How we can arrange page layout, we'll talk about it when we um, go to CSS. Right. So that's the job of the CSS. In week 4, or but towards the end of the day we'll start talking about that. Okay, so and also sometimes you can open a list with on other list, and then you close it with other list, or the other way around. Then you now be wondering that this thing is not working. What happened? What did I do? Okay, so those are the common errors that is important to speak about. Okay, that is it, and that will bring us to the end of this class. Any question? Any question?
Thank you, sir, for this amazing section we had this night. My little
Yes, sir.
observation from the previous one, while I was doing my own this thing, trying to figure out how to get it right, I discovered that
Okay.
I went back to this where it could be out of curiosity. I went back to the main folder in our system, and I discovered that even when I opened the file copied on our system after not using VS Code, this thing can open it. What do we call it?
Yes, yes.
Microsoft Word.
Microsoft Word.
Yes, it opens it.
Yeah.
Something that comes in form of
Notepad.
HTML.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I understand what you are saying. I understand. Yes.
No,
You can.
even sorry, sir. Even what live server is opening, this particular Microsoft Word open it. So my question is, what is now the coding about?
Sorry, I didn't get your question. So you mean that you were able
Like
to open it
like where you
with
are now?
uh-huh.
Yes, one if you use open with Microsoft Word, it will open.
It will open, but everything will scatter. It won't you won't be able to see it. You know that all these things has
It
in indentation. Yeah. So if you look at this place now, by looking at it once, you'll be able to know that all these anchor tags are inside this nav tag. All these items are inside head, right? But it may not really open like that inside Word document. So
they
another way where
they
you can open it, you can also open it with Notepad. Okay, so
No, this is Microsoft Word. Even I sent it inside my phone. I tried to send it to my phone. My phone is readable.
yeah, it
It's
is
readable like
readable.
that
It,
Emmanuel, like that what is food? What is food?
yeah,
It came in form of what is food.
yeah. So you will sooner or later you will see why um we need all this code editor like VS Code, because with as time goes on now, right, the files will be becoming more than one, right? For you to
Yes.
now undo everything at a particular place,
Okay.
are you now going to be opening each of those documents with Word document one by one, one by one,
No,
or you
sir.
be
No, sir.
opening it
I,
with Notepad?
I,
So that but on this VS Code now, right? So it's a code editor. It's something similar to all these our Word and all that, but the way they build it for managing development.
okay.
Just like if you agree with me now, in this my explorer
Yes.
now, I'm able to open like three folders. This folder one, this another folder, this another folder. Okay, so I'm able to see the three at a go. But if I want to start navigating normal folder now, I want to go back to see all these things. So yeah, so that's why it's important for us to have this um, um what's it called, code editor. So
Okay. Code editor.
mm, it will, as time goes on, it will become bulky, like that. To start managing it with maybe all this word or notepad will not be interesting again at all. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
It seems
Any
the
other
what I'm
question?
okay.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yes, what I'm trying to say is when I opened that this when opened the folder that is in my system without going
Okay.
through VS Code, like you enter
Yes.
those I was expecting those things to come in form of using Microsoft to come in form of code, not really the what live server will do.
Okay. You mean you were able to use Microsoft Word to open it like
Yes, like
a web
live server,
page?
and it came like that.
Yes, yes, it will come. It will But as time goes on, you will see that there are some files that won't work with that Microsoft. So it's because it's HTML, that's why it's able to work. Right. So by the time you
Okay,
start
okay,
using CSS, you start using JavaScript, you will see that
okay,
the yeah, so the way it
okay,
will work may not really be verified there. So, but
okay,
for everything that we'll be using, you can do everything on this VS Code. So that's why we just have to like choose a place that we can do everything we want to do without
okay,
moving
sir.
from one application to another.
Yes. Thank you, sir. I've been able to get cleared. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Any other question from anyone? Solomon, Ronke?
No question, sir.
Okay. So one more thing before we go. I want us to download this extension on your VS Code. Just go to VS Code, search for VS Code icons and install it. Install it. So make sure it's the one that has this blue verification. So once you install it, you see that this one that is showing like arrow, it will start showing like normal folder and all that. Then all these my files too, it will start showing. Well, yeah, you can see that it has changed. So look for VS Code icons and download it. Okay, then you select it. Then
It
that's
must
all.
be the one with blue icon, blue
Yeah,
verification.
blue verification icon. Yeah, because there are a lot of um
Yes, I observed that
extensions
there are
there.
a lot. It was when I
Uh,
wanted to download the live server that
so
I knew that there are a lot.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly. So if you download this one now, it will start showing well now. So you see that my folder is now showing like a folder. Then my HTML file is now showing. This is the normal icon for HTML5. Okay, so this is showing like it is a picture file and all that and all that. So that's all. Okay, so that will be all for tonight. So I'll try as much as possible to upload the video hopefully before tomorrow morning so that you can reference it. Please let's keep up to um the tags. If you're having any issue, you can drop it on the chat so that we collaborate and then um move with the speed of light. Okay, so okay, let me not give us the assignment today. So have it by Saturday so that we'll use the weekend to do it. All right, thanks, and let's have a wonderful
Thank
day.
you, sir.
Same here,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.